Jamaican youths, we are the best. A brighter future that I feel we interest. Time and skills we invest.
Get your vision, join the mission.
Oh, yeah.
The president of any organization is a driver of the vehicle. But a vehicle cannot operate without an engine, except for in the Flintstone days, which are long gone. The treasurer is the engine in the vehicle, the driving force behind any organization. As prospective treasurer of the National Secondary Students Council, it is in my intent to accomplish 4 key objectives during my tenure: financial accountability and transparency. Over the years, it has been said and has been seen that the local councils are not aware of what is happening at the national level. I have tasked myself with the responsibility to allow for reasonable transparency into the council treasurer for the stakeholders and councils to see what is taking place, therefore accomplishing financial accountability and transparency. Current and sophisticated financial statements. To have current and sophisticated financial statements will be a step in the right direction. There will be quarterly financial statements that are professional and informative but comprehensible by councils, big or small. With this, the local councils and stakeholders of councils will be aware of how their money is being spent and how the National Council is working to improve their councils. Recognition of council achievements. There are councils out there that are going above and beyond the call of duty to advocate on behalf of students, achieving high advocacy rates that have never before been seen. I wish to install an initiative where if this spectacular performance is seen by a council, they will be lauded for their outstanding performance and recognized nationally. Establishment of immediate treasury. My mother has a drawer dedicated to Mr. Rainy Day, where essential items that are held for in times of emergency. I aspire to establish a treasury for the council dedicated to Mr. Rainy Day, so that in the event of a catastrophe, they can just dip in their back pockets and cover themselves. Now, recapping my financial agenda: financial accountability and transparency, constant revision of council treasury, current and sophisticated financial statements, recognition of council achievements, appropriate hosting of fundraising and charity events, establishment of collaborations and sponsorship initiative. As elections draw nigh, I implore you, bank your interest with Mikiel Marsh and become stakeholders in your change and witness transparency beyond reality, accountability beyond normality. Through appropriate hosting of fundraising events and charity events and establishment of sponsorship and collaborations initiative, this will allow for us to seek sponsorship from companies out there that have a vested interest in our youths. And of course, they will come on board because we are the council. As my second point stated, there will be current and sophisticated financial statements. Having financial statements will mean that whatever the council has done after the quarter, it will be reflected inside of the financial statements. And the council members and stakeholders are more than welcome to come and ask any question, and I will be more than willing to answer them. I believe the expenditure report should be shared with our councils at a quarterly rate. At the end of every quarter, the financial statements will be handed out to each local council. If it is a case where they need to know, they need information before the quarter is up, they are more than willing to ask, and I will give them what they need. As Chief of Staff of the York Students Council, I have to be an honest person. I have to be a determined person. I cannot take anything as it comes. So having those qualities will make me very equipped for this position as National Treasurer. I intend on installing a program where dues are collected at the end of every month. And these dues collected would be deposited towards an event, a local council event for each region. It will give back to the councils of that said region.